Hello everybody, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It is almost the weekend. I'm so excited. But yeah, it's Thursday and usually I do a new to me Thursday, but I didn't feel like doing that today. Instead, we are going to talk about blogging. And this is more geared towards new bloggers, I think, but veteran bloggers may also pick up a tip or something, or if you are a blogger and you've been doing this for a while, maybe you'll have something to contribute to the comments at the end. And this really looks like a great set and everything. I'm putting this together to blog at some point, I guess. But yeah, I'm just on my platform. I know, it looks like I'm in some tropical, wonderful place, but nah. That is the reality of blogging. Okay, so I get asked very often about why somebody as a blogger may not be getting chosen to blog for events or stores. So a few weeks ago, out at the Blogger and Vlogger Network, they had a very wonderful live presentation with some of the blogger managers who talked about what they're looking for and all of that. So I will kind of go over just a little bit of what they said. It's kind of like a review, but also put in some of my own thoughts and experiences here. Now, if you're sitting there and you have a blog and you're doing your photos and everything and you feel like you should be more well-known, or that you feel like people should invite you to these events, well, there might be something that you're missing that's keeping you from getting invited. As a new blogger, you might apply for 5 events and maybe get 1. A veteran blogger like me, I might apply for 5 events and maybe get 2, possibly 3 if it's a good month. You're never guaranteed. You're never guaranteed to get anything. But at this point, I'm pretty lucky in that when I do apply for something, I almost always get it. It's, again, not a guarantee, even for somebody who's been doing this forever. But I don't really apply for that much anymore because I already blog for some really wonderful events and stores, and I feel like I need to give them more of my attention because they have been so good to me. And just remember, it is not a competition in how many stores and events you blog for. I know some bloggers think that, you know, if they don't have 20,000 on their sponsor page, oh, I hate that word, sponsor, on the people who are nice enough to let them blog for them page, that maybe they're not doing well, and that's so not true. Only pick events and stores that you love. When they have open calls, if you go and apply, make sure that you love them already so that you know that you'll want to do a good job for them. So I've kind of broken this down into just three things here on why you might not be getting chosen for events and what you can do to make them notice you. The first thing, of course, is your blog. Is your blog very clean and simple and easy to navigate? There are some blogs out there that have like 20 different little bitty posts on one page and you have to click and click and click just to get to where you need to go. A blogger manager a lot of the time is going to pass you by because when they are checking blogs, they want to do a very quick search to see if you've done posts for that month. Now on my blog, I have a search bar right there at the front. Just right there, so they can type in this name of the store, the event, and they can find my post pretty easily. I really suggest that you do that. Put the search somewhere that is very easily seen. And also tag everything if you have tagging ability on your blog, which you probably should. That way they can just click on the tag and find everything you've ever done for that store and event. It just makes it a little bit easier for them and better for you in the long run. And for the love of everything, do not put any music that auto plays on your blog. I think everybody has decided that that is a no. The second thing is social media. Blogger managers are starting to look at social media. If you're on there and just complaining and you have problems with this person and that person and everything is just awful all of the time and you never have any time and you're super overwhelmed and oh, they're not gonna pick you. Because why would they? When you're chosen for a store or an event, you are representing that brand. they're not going to pick somebody for a brand if that person does nothing but just complain all the time. And I know you might be saying, but it's my social media. I should be able to do what I want.
I digitally put Jabba the Hutt back into the original Star Wars movie. I'll do what I want.
And you're totally right. You do you. But don't be offended when the blogger managers didn't like what you just did and they don't want to pick you. So really keep your social media venting to a fair minimum, I would say. Now, I know that I complain sometimes on my social media, and maybe that has kept me from getting certain events or stores that I have applied for. But I also think that when I do complain about something, especially if it's something blogger or store related, that I'm trying to make a point. I'm not just venting and having issues just to have issues. Because there are some people out there that they complain about everything and they have a problem with basically everyone they meet. Nobody's going to want to work with you if that's you. I mean, you do you, of course. I don't know your life. But, maybe you might want to check your social media and see what it is that you're really writing about. And the third thing, of course, are your photos. Now, with Mesh, it's almost impossible to get a really horrible photo these days. There are certain things that you should look for, like are your hands going through your hips? Is your hair in your shoulders? Is your ankle broken in some seated poses? Listen, you guys, check your flippin' feet. Your heel is not supposed to hit the back of your leg. So there are free ankle locks everywhere. Get an ankle lock, because if you're using a tiptoe feet in an older pose, sometimes your ankle is completely broken. And I see this on Flickr all the time, and I just wanted to say, oh, this was a perfect picture until your ankle broke. So, really look at your photos and make sure that your feet aren't looking crazy. As a blogger, you should always be working on your photos. I try really hard to make each photo better than the last one. Now, I don't always get it, of course, because sometimes you are just going to have a dud photo. That's just not your best work. It happens, we all go through things. It's just going to happen. This month, I've been really working on my lighting, because that's something that I think was really missing in my photos before, was that the lighting wasn't always great. So I've been really working on that, and I'm so happy with the photos I've done this month over the ones I did even just last month. And that's the way I think it should be for everyone, is, really look at your pictures. If you really love what you're doing this month, look at last month. Were you doing better or worse? You should be doing better. We should always be working on this really creative hobby that we have. That being said, you can have the most beautiful lighting and cleanest picture in the world, but if there is no feeling behind it, it's not a great photo. It's really easy to just stand there in an outfit, in a pose, and have nothing behind it. I have been chosen for events and stores before based on the fact that I put something into the photo that's not just saying, hi, this is my outfit. I like to show joy when it's appropriate, and I like to show sadness, and I like to put a lot of me into the photos. And I think that is a really good thing for anybody to do. Put yourself into the photo. The photo shouldn't just be about, hi, here's my shirt. It should be, hi, here's my shirt and I'm skipping through a field and I'm having some fun. Or, hi, I'm wearing this outfit and I'm really sad today and I want to show that in my photo that I have these feelings. Always put you into your photos. The photo doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be you. Because you, as a person, you're the one that's going to make everything stand out, and you're the one that's they're going to look at and say, yes, that's the kind of person that I want representing my brand and my product. So again, like my motto, you do you. Put you into everything that you do. But those are just some of my thoughts and experiences and things that I know that blogger managers are looking for when they are looking for new bloggers. Just remember, blogging should be fun. It should always be fun. If you stop having fun, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if it's just too much for you, maybe blogging isn't the hobby that you want. And maybe you should just do it for fun whenever you feel like taking a pretty picture and don't apply for anything. Just shop. It's an expensive hobby. It's an expensive creative outlet, but it's not as bad as some other things. If you have any questions about blogging, I love helping newer bloggers get started, or if you are an older blogger and you kind of feel like you're stalling out, hey, leave me a comment down below with questions, or you can IM me in World or send me a note card or whatever, and I will help you if I possibly can do that. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. That is always super appreciated, and hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you can always be notified whenever I go live or post something or whatever on this channel. Until next time, I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.